You want to go ahead and talk about your players to watch in the Shrine game? Then?
Yeah, a couple tight ends. One from Texas Tech, Jalen Connors.
Jalen Connors.
Yeah, he's.
Are you going all Tech with us today?
I can't go wrong with the Iowa tight end.
Oh, Luke Lachey.
Luke Lachey, man, just out of pedigree, man. You're a tight end.
Iowa tight end. It's like you jump a day.
Yeah,
you jump a day
for sure. And then Kyle McCord is very interesting to me.
I'm interested in that too because I saw that Cam Ward dropped out of the game, and so did Shador. So he's going to be the featured quarterback in that game. To where it's like he can go anywhere from the 7th round to sneak in the 1st. We got to see what this man does because he has the pedigree, 5-star guy. Beat out that boy Quinn Ewers at Ohio State, made him go packing. Well, really that was a C.J. Stroud thing, but but Quinn Ewers definitely wasn't going to be 3rd string to anybody. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing him. Who else you got?
In the Shrine game, those were pretty much my dudes, unless you want to talk about Shiloh Sanders, which...
Yeah, shout out to the local guys. What? Okay, Shrine game, I got a few guys. Like,
I know because I know you're more in depth with some of these guys. Than
like the big name that I'm seeing at the Shrine game, because there's a lot of big names that are there, but they ended up backing out to where they're not even going to play in the game. They're just there because a lot of guys on the Titans staff are there. The Browns staff is there,
so they can interview.
So they can interview, and they're local guys, so they can move back home and come back home and not have to just stay in a hotel and handle all these interviews. Because I know that Shador he announced this past weekend that he wasn't going to play in the game. I think Cam Ward pulled out last week as well. So we thought it was going to be a Cam Ward versus Shador thing, but I don't know. I think that they're like on some non-compete stuff. You know what I'm saying? They buddy like that. So it's like, nah, y'all just pick based off the film. We ain't gonna make it that easy for you. But Shrine game. I'm looking at Kenneth Grant from Michigan. I know Cowboys fans don't want us looking at no Michigan tackles. But the fact that this man decided to come and play in the Shrine game is a little bit of a shot because he has no local ties to the area. So maybe he just wants to be a Cowboy. But it's also a big push because it's the 100th year anniversary of the East-West Shrine game. So they made a lot bigger deal of it. But usually there's a lot more big stars at the Shrine game than we've ever seen, I think. Because usually you don't see any guys that might go in the top 50 or top 100 at that game. It's usually there's some guys that can get to that level from going to the game. But as far as the Cowboys team needs, if I was looking at a specific guy for the Cowboys, it would be Kenneth Grant at defensive tackle. But another player to watch is J.J. Pegues from Ole Miss. Number 38, I don't know if you saw him, but Ole Miss had a 320-pound defensive tackle. They put it running back. And Pegues the beast, man. They said in high school he ran a 4.7, so to see a 320-pound man run a 4.7, I want to see how this guy's moving out there. There's also a kid, Jalen Kimber. He's from Mansfield Timberview, so that's a little local shout out. Apparently, they're saying that this guy had a 42-inch vertical and ran a 4.44 as going into his senior year at one of these the opening camp. So pretty much, and they're saying that they're saying that if he went to the combine that year as a 17-year-old, he'd be top 5 in vertical and shuttle runs. Yeah. So he's going to test out this world. And there's a lot of cornerbacks at this game that are smaller school guys. And this guy, you can tell how big time he is. Look at how many schools gave him another opportunity. He went to Georgia, went to Florida, and went to Penn State. So I just want to see what he does in this competition to see if that athleticism pops. And him being a local guy, I'm kind of rooting for him. And I just think I just want to see what he can do because he's a guy that I currently don't have. He's a guy who'll get drafted in the 7th round just because he's an athlete and just because he was a big time recruit coming out. But I want to see if he can actually play football. And that's what I'll be looking for in this game. But shout out are you familiar with Isaiah Nayer?
Not at the moment.
Isaiah Nayer went to Wyoming, transferred to Texas, and then ended up being the leading receiver at Nebraska this past season.
Okay.
Wide receiver from Arlington Lamar.
What's up?
Throw them L's up. Yeah. Let me shout out a few more of these Shrine Bowl guys that I'll really be paying attention to. It's really just going to be the local guys. Like you said, Shador, but there's Elijah Roberts, defensive tackle from SMU, Miami transfer. I think he was a 3rd-team All-American this year. He's a guy that I really want to see because I've seen him listed anywhere from 275 to 295. So that means either I can play you inside or I can't. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing when I watch the Shrine Bowl with him. But yeah, I think as far as the Shrine Bowl goes, it's really, I'm just trying to look at these local kids, but Remember Arondé Gadsden Sr.? He got a son, and he a beast. Kyle McCord's boy. He's going to be at the game. But the big running back I'll be looking at, I know Taj is your boy. But Jaden Blue, I just want to see what he's going to do because at Texas, I think that he had a fumbling issue early on in the season, and they just kind of went away from him in the run game until they needed him to be that guy. But he was extremely impressive as a receiver in the college football playoffs. And I know for a fact that he was the fastest clocked player as far as miles per hour went in college football in the last 2 years, hitting 22 miles per hour.
Yeah, I just know that Joey McGuire at Texas Tech don't have a winning record the last 2 years without giving Taj Brooks the rock like a 3-down workhorse, 30, 25 carries a game.
But he's a guy I would think would be a great fit with Rico, you know what I'm saying, to be that short yardage guy, pick up those tough yards, get those touchdowns. And you can't play running back at Tech if you don't got no hands. So you can catch the ball. They probably just don't throw it to as much as you would like them to. But we'll get
in the new regime.
New regime, yeah. It's tough. Cedar Hill football. Dallas Bias Club.